Hi and welcome. In this Simplifier tutorial, we create a new release of a Simplifier application and deploy it to our Simplifier test system to be tested by the Quality Assurance Department. Before we start, let me give you an overview about the server landscape. Simplifier has a 3-tier server landscape per default. There is an instance for developing, one for testing, and a productive instance, where live applications are located. We start with releasing an application which creates a transport and therefore a new version of your application, including all dependencies like connectors, business objects, data services, and roles. After this, the transport is available under development and can be easily transferred to the test environment. After successfully testing the application, it can be transported to the productive instance. If new bugs or feature requests appear on your desk, you can implement them on Simplifier development instances and can start the development cycle anew. To easily transfer your configured Simplifier applications to another instance, you have to maintain the server settings for the system landscape. Make sure that every instance can communicate with each other and has a valid URL. Check out our article on our community page. The link is in the description. If you want to transport built artifacts, you have to use either SF_developer or SF_administrator or your own role with transport permissions on every development, testing, and live system. Be aware that your maintained server environment and your logged-in user have to have the appropriate rights on development, testing, and live systems. Please note, the Simplifier version has to be 8 EHP2 or higher. Okay, let's start by creating a release for our application. Go to your application properties by clicking the link in the upper left corner. Under Releases, you can click on New and enter the latest changes. After creating the release, you will get a transport number that you can now configure and transfer to your test system. Now we need to configure our transport target and our transport strategy. For that, go to the side menu and choose the transport. You will be asked for the target instance. We choose Test because we want to have a user acceptance test, and we choose the strategy Skip Unchanged. This is the fastest and most robust way to only transfer the delta of configurations and not the complete application. We support the following transport strategies. Overwrite all. Overwrites any existing objects with the source, recommended for intentionally overwriting everything. Skip existing. Skip existing objects on the target instance, recommended for importing new objects. Skip Unchanged. Only imports objects that are different between source and target system. This is our recommendation because it's the fastest way with the lowest impact. Click on Login to authenticate on the target instance, in our case our testing instance. A new tab will appear with the login possibilities. After login, successfully switch back to the transport and check if the login was successful. Now we can start the transfer to test by clicking on OK. After importing the content, we log in or switch to our test system. Under the Transport's import history, we will find all imports including ours and can open the import protocol for auditing. To see our application, we switch to Applications and open the previous released application on our test system. Great, it works. We successfully transported our application from development instance to our testing instance.